Broadcast for shooters, hunters, and gun enthusiasts. This is the Firearms Radio Network. The bandwidth for this edition of Gun Guy Radio is supplied by LA Police Gear, lapolicegear.com.
Welcome to episode 102 of Gun Guy Radio. This is the podcast that shines a positive light on the firearms lifestyle. I'm your host, Jake Challand, and this is your weekly dose of positive firearms talk without the politics. And LA Police Gear is offering an exclusive, that's right, exclusive 10% discount code for Gun Guy Radio listeners. Don't forget to use the Gun Guy, one word, Gun Guy, discount code for 10% off at lapolicegear.com. And hurry, because it's only good till January 31st. Brownells helps make this episode of Gun Guy Radio possible. Selection, service, satisfaction. Find it all at Brownells. GunGuyRadio.com/satisfaction. And welcome to the Roundtable SHOT Show Buzz edition of Gun Guy Radio. We have Greg Bakken from Tactical Paradise. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Jake. How's it going?
How is it in paradise?
It's fantastic out here. Yeah. I mean, I wore shorts all day today.
Yeah.
What are those?
Well, Jake sent me some pants and they didn't fit, so I cut the legs off and the shorts. Anyway.
Well, and Hank Hockey of the Firearms Radio Network, and Hank and I know how it is to be in negative 55-degree weather.
Yes, we do.
Really? Negative 55?
Yeah. Monday.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
I feel like Hank just posted a picture on Facebook not that long ago of him driving around his Jeep with the top off.
Oh, it was at least a crisp 15 degrees when I did that.
Yes, Hank. Hank is a crazy Jeep thing kind of guy. And Greg, you just sold your Jeep, right?
Yes, I did, and it hurts still.
What?
Well, yeah, I sold it hopefully to buy another one, but
okay.
Jake's saying I need to invest my money in the network, so who knows?
It's a pyramid scheme, you know. Invest now and get on top.
That's right.
That's what she said.
So, a few announcements before we get going. Stephen Reed, a few episodes back, toured the Bond Arms factory, and Bond Arms has decided to show a little love to Gun Guy Radio listeners by giving away the Bond Arms backup. This is Bond Arms' newest Derringer and 45 ACP, and we're giving away the matte black finish backup, 2.5-inch barrel, a powder-coated frame, and it's $400 MSRP value. So to get entered for the Bond Arms backup, you can go to firearmsinsider.tv/submit and submit your very own gun or gear review. And you get an entry for every gun or gear review that you submit. And
wait, Jake, you're forgetting the quality gun or gear review.
Quality, yes. You can't just... Well,
that's what it says in the show notes.
Yes, it does say quality. It's a form that will take you through step by step, and if you don't have it filled out completely like we want, it won't submit. So there's some safeguards in place.
Ah. So those safeguards are judging the quality of the review?
Well, we'll judge it too, harshly. No.
When you say we, does that mean Hank and I?
That means Mike and Jared over at the Firearms Insider.
Oh.
So, yeah, you submit your review by April 30th. We're giving away the Bond Arms back up on May the 4th. And so we're preparing for SHOT Show. We've got a SHOT Show site up, the firearmsinsider.tv/SHOT Show. And I have a big shout out to Izzy Long for his awesome motion graphic work. Izzy is a listener who's a motion graphics mastermind, and you can check out his stuff at izzylong.com. And so it's pretty cool. He's created a new Firearms Radio Network 3D intro for the videos, and also an LA police gear little spot, and I think this is my favorite, the AR-15 podcast intro, where you see an AR-15 assemble itself.
The stuff is crazy cool that he's put together.
Isn't it? Yeah, he's a pro. I mean, he's done motion graphics for some of the bigger names out there in the, I guess, the cable networks and stuff. So he does really cool stuff, and really can't thank him enough for donating his time to the Firearms Radio Network. Thank you so much, Izzy. You rock. Well, we're to the main topic. So, SHOT Show. Buzz is the word of the evening. So, speculating. We're going to try to speculate on what might be the top 10 products of SHOT Show. Maybe. I don't know. So, let's start off with the Glock 41. You think the Glock 41 is going to be big? So, this is the new competition length 45 ACP Glock, and supposedly it's just about as thin as the 9mm competition length Glock. So they've slimmed it down quite a bit.
We like slim.
And slim and Glock are usually not one and the same, but
not until now.
Not until now. That's right.
No.
So I've linked to a Truth About Guns article with a premiere video with Masad Ayub showcasing it on some really poor quality video. Seriously, did he use like the camcorder from Back to the Future in this?
I think so.
But yeah, you get to see it. He compares it with the Glock 34, which is a 9mm tactical Glock.
So
I think so. The other offering Glock has is the Glock 42, which is the 380, and I think they have better offerings this year than they did last year. For one, they have more than one.
What offerings did they have last year? For those that didn't get to go to SHOT Show and don't remember.
Oh, I'm not going to remember the model number, but they came out with the short, long Glock 9mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about I'm excited to see the 42. I don't really care about the 41 just because I don't do any competitive shooting, but I think the 40...
Sorry to interrupt. They came out with the Glock 30S last year, which is kind of more of a mid-size compact.
And that was a 45, right? The Glock 30S.
The Glock 30S is a 9, isn't it?
No, I don't know.
I don't even know anymore. Why can't Glock number these right? I mean, seriously.
Well, that's why I don't know why they didn't.
You're right. It is a 45. Glock 30S packs 10 rounds of 45 ACP.
Well, it's kind of everybody was upset about the Glock 30S coming out last year because they felt like you could make a Glock 30S, right? Remember, you just
you could. Lone Wolf offered it too, so I mean, the companies were already doing it.
But so then, how do you guys feel with the flop? Because I'm sure you guys are aware of the internet buzz that's going on about the Glock 42 being a flop, and that it should have been a single stack 9mm, but instead it's a single stack 380. Yeah,
well,
I don't know. I mean, for me, that's the, if we're calling out top 10 products and, from number 1 to number 2, I think that's the number 1 for me because it's got the most buzz right now.
And I'm not putting these in any kind of order. We're just speculating what.
Sure. And I think that's the one that's already gotten the most buzz, that
the
they
380
created on their own. Yeah, with just their marketing and their teasers pre-shot show and stuff, and I mean, it's interesting. I mean, there's plenty of other 9s and to choose from. It's their first endeavor into 380, so I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Greg, though, about people saying that there should be a single stack 9 and to compete with the XDS and some of the others, but who else has a small, really popular 380? I mean, they're Glock. Just the name alone, I think, will get them additional sales on 380.
You mean who has a fairly large 380? Because that's what this is. This is probably one of the biggest 380s out there.
Yeah, well,
that's what everybody's complaining about.
So, some people are saying it might be a good thing because it being a bigger 380, it won't be as snappy as some of the smaller 380s, just because the 380s, it's such a small, especially if they're all polymer, it's such a small gun that it's not, that pleasant to shoot, even though it's just 380. So some people are speculating that, this has a little more beef to it, a little more weight to it, so it might make it more pleasant to shoot. And then, next year they can come out with a 9mm version. Because it's kind of like Apple, So I bought a new MacBook Pro, and it still has a 720p webcam in it, which I'm completely bummed about. Where they could easily put a 1080p camera in it now, but it's all about what are they going to do for the next MacBook Pro release, and so they can't. Well, they can, but they choose not to do all the upgrades at once so that they can incrementally roll out upgrades, even though they currently have the ability to roll them all out immediately.
Sure, that's pretty much anything nowadays.
So do you think they'll follow up the 42 with a 9mm version?
Of course. SIG did the same thing, I believe. So.
And they'll number it like 67 or something.
What do you guys think, though? Is there any other Glock that doesn't have the finger grooves? Like the Glock 42, if you guys, for our listeners that can't see it, it doesn't have the normal grooving on the fingers.
None of them used to have finger grooves. All the Generation 1s and 2s. It wasn't until Generation 3 that they had finger grooves.
Got it. So then they're backtracking then with that, or did people not like it?
I think it makes sense for them not to have it because everyone has different, width fingers. Like, Greg, you're 6'6", so you've got big monkey hands or gorilla hands, and
hey, Jake,
someone like girly hands like Hank here would, not.
That's right. But Jake, I think you actually hit the nail on the head a couple of minutes ago, like with the Apple reference, not rolling stuff out immediately. This is actually a Gen 1 gun. That's why there's no finger grooves on it. They've had it made for the last 10 years, and they decided, nothing's going on new in 2014. Let's release the damn thing.
Well, that's really pretty much true because they've had the 380 version Glocks in Europe for a couple decades, maybe. I'm not sure when they came out, but they haven't been able to import them, and so that's why this one's 100% made in the U.S. That's one reason, but
does it say Austria on the slide still then? I can't see it in the pictures. No, it says USA.
Oh,
interesting. So how come they couldn't import the 380?
Because of the sporting purposes clause and the ATF's restrictions for importation, that the 380 doesn't have a sporting purpose, and so that was why.
Interesting.
So yeah. Anyways, Glocks. Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to be in the top 10. I think they may be just because everyone's about Glock. I mean, it's kind of like whenever. Back to the Apple reference, even if they release something that's not that great, it's still going to have a ton of buzz. So if we're talking the top 10 buzz, I think Glock's probably going to still be in there.
Absolutely. Name alone, they will be.
Yeah, so We have links in the show notes for you guys to check those out. Now I know for sure I believe the Remington R51 for sure is going to be in the top 10, if not the top 5.
That's my number one that I want to see.
Yeah. So the Remington R51, it's based on an older design, actually, that came out in 1918. Mm-hmm. And it was originally chambered in 32 and 380. John Pedersen designed it. So it's a rolling block action. Is that how you describe it?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's got a little bit different action. Apparently back in the 30s when this came out, it was ahead of its time and it couldn't compete price-wise with the straight blowback pistols of the time.
So it's too expensive back then, but they brought it back now, and now it's a fairly affordable gun.
Well, and it's
Really
completely re-engineered from the ground up. So it's the same mechanics, but the gun itself is completely new.
It's the same, only different.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it'll be I think there'll be a lot of buzz around Remington for this pistol.
Well, especially with the design and the styling of it, because it's got, I heard Michael Bain describe it as like an Art Deco look, and I think that might be a good description, because it's got a really, really cool design.
I don't like the design.
No? Okay.
To me, that's what I don't. If you're like into like I don't know. If you're into like the Beretta, I feel like it looks like kind of like a Beretta or like I forget who else makes them. They're like those kind of weird European-looking style guns.
Like a Walther.
Yeah.
It is. It's very James Bond-esque.
Yeah. If you're into that, then you'll like it. And I think it's great because it's a single stack, 9mm, which is what everybody wanted the Glock to be. It's 7+1, and then it has the safety on the back strap of the handle or whatever, and then it's ambidextrous mag release, which is pretty cool, I think.
Right.
It'll be interesting.
Some people are saying this is what the new Glock should have been.
Yeah.
But yes, so I like that it doesn't have a slide, a thumb safety. It only has, I'm not a huge fan of the grip safeties, but that's all it has. Which that's and this one's a little different because supposedly it has a real positive audible click to it when you pick it up. So that'll be real interesting. I can't wait to hopefully shoot this on range day at SHOT Show, and we'll try to get a video of it. But it looks cool. I think the controls look good without touching it. I think it looks pretty good. Initial reports on it have been positive. So I think for sure, Hank, this could be number one. I think, you said, I think definitely probably top 10, top 5.
Sorry, go ahead, Hank.
I was just going to say, one of the things I've read in a couple different places, too, is the availability right off the bat for holsters, lasers, everything. And I know that's typically one of the issues out there when something brand new comes out. You're waiting for a little while for those types of accessories. And
what was it? Galco has a line already out for this, and some others.
Our friends at CompTac, Crossbreed, Phobos, and I think I heard Laserlight and Crimson Trace also have lasers for it already.
Yeah, I did see lasers for it as well. You're right, and that is so smart on Remington's part to get this out early to these different accessory companies and have them develop products for them, because they probably got this out months and months ago to them.
Sure.
Especially so they could change out the grip straps. Or the grip panels, right? That's the most exciting part of this handgun. You can accessorize it.
That's right. I saw some faux pearl and rosewood, and
That's
pearl.
right.
What is Pearl is a New Orleans pimp gun, right?
Yep. Fox Pearl Composite.
Did I get that movie quote?
You lost me on that one. I must not have seen that movie.
Hey,
Okay.
we didn't mention the MSRP on the Remington 51, or the R51, but it's $389, which is a smoking deal.
Yeah, it's at least $100 cheaper than the XDS. It's more than $100 cheaper than the XDS.
Absolutely.
It's I think it's a little cheaper than the Shield, although I have seen Shield's retail price around that lately. So it comes in at a real good price point. I'm all about it.
And there are larger grip inserts available for those with larger hands.
Yes. Like monkey hands.
Like monkey hands.
No, I'm excited. I'd like to shoot it to you. I'd like to shoot that and the Glock 42.
So, okay, what do you think about the semi-auto and 338 Lapua?
Who doesn't like that?
So it's all-new Mark 18. It's by Sword International. So the Mark 18 Mod 0, or is it a Mod O?
I think it's a Mod Or.
Mod Or. So it's an AR-15 platform design, but it shoots 338 Lapua, which is, the long-range cartridge of choice for many competition shooters and snipers. Gosh, what do those go around? Those couple bucks around if you buy them factory?
Yeah.
That's what
I'm thinking 250.
Yeah, that's what I hear. The big complaint about the 338 is that it's expensive to shoot. I mean, they say in the article here, it's saying that the 338 Lapua runs $3 to $5 per round. So, but have you looked at the MSRP for this rifle?
No, what is it? Have you seen it?
Well, it just says. Hold on, where did I see it at? I just said that the MSRP hasn't been announced, but the similar Noreen Bad News 338 semi-auto will set you back $6,000. So that will kind of be your estimate. So if you're able to throw down $6,000 on a 338 semi-auto, then you're probably not worried about $3 to $5 rounds.
No, you got that right.
All right.
So is this marketed towards the military? I would assume they're trying to get a government contract.
It's a varmint. It's a varmint gun.
Yeah, it's for shooting rabbits in the desert. Yeah, I don't.
And I'm going to SHOT Show with you guys.
I definitely want to try to shoot it if it's at the range.
Absolutely.
At the range.
And they will. They will have long range. They had the tracking point there last year at Media Day. So I would be kind of surprised if they didn't have this there because they're
It's
building a lot of buzz.
There.
Oh yeah, it does.
The range, yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to shoot it or get video of it being shot.
You guys want to do rock paper scissors right now to figure out, who holds the camera and who's actually shooting the gun?
I don't care, you guys. Well, you know what we need? We need to. I gotta see if Lil is coming to Media Day at the range because
you're gonna let Lil shoot it.
Well, of course, because she's a long-range shooter. I mean, it makes the most sense to have a long-range shooter, try out a long-range product, and not me, who's never shot past 100 yards. I mean,
well, maybe you have a point there, but I still want to pull the trigger on it. It's interesting though. Like, why do you think they decided to build this like the AR-15 platform? Because in the article it's saying that it doesn't take the same buffer spring and stuff, that it's different, that it's obviously a lot stronger of a round than anything we've seen in the AR platform. But is it
that's why I was speculating a military contract. That's what because it would deliver something better than the current 338 Lapua bolt guns, with what? How many rounds is it 10 rounds?
Yeah, it's 10 rounds double stack.
So, that'd be pretty capable if it is as accurate as the bolt version. Now that we don't know. That's a big question here is, so we buy a $8,000 gun. Is it going to be as accurate as a bolt gun that's a few thousand cheaper?
Yeah.
So, all right. New from FNH USA, the FN15. So now you can own roughly the same gun the military uses. So FN is currently the military supplier for the M16A4 and the M4 series, and FN is releasing 2 new AR-15 rifles to the civilian market, which they have not done before. But curiously, these are not A4 M4 series. These are A2 series. So they have the detachable carry handles, and they have the traditional, what some may call Vietnam era forend, and one has a fixed stock, other has a collapsible stock.
Well, it's a carbine, and then it's a rifle version. So the carbine's got the 16-inch barrel with the collapsible stock, and then the fixed stock's 20 inches. I think they're cool. I mean, if you're into that kind of style of rifle.
So
it's just surprising that they've gotten into this game so late.
So yeah, why now? Is it because we had the huge run on AR-15s and they want some of that market share now?
Possibly, or they lost their contract to that 338 Lapua rifle. And that'll be the new standard issue.
The real question is this, are these actually the same parts, essentially, except for the fun switch? Are these essentially the same parts, or barrels, bolt carrier groups, uppers? Are these the same ones that are on the military rifles? Because these are being built in a different factory, and so are these as high end that, or are they better than the military? That's my question. What kind of quality are we looking at here?
Right. I don't know.
I mean,
it's interesting because neither of them have a free float handguard. And it's funny how in one of the stories, the one that we've got linked, states that they're making them in a different factory because they don't want to put the wrong trigger pack into one of them.
Wow, is that
really?
Yeah, I don't.
So much for any type of quality control.
Yeah.
If you're just, hey, grab that trigger pack on that table over there. It'll do for this.
Well, could you imagine if you bought one and it was full auto? And
could I imagine? Oh, yes, I could.
You're like,
I'm not telling anybody about their mistake.
But yeah, we'll have to check those out too at Media Day. So new from Kel Tec, or possibly new from Kel Tec. I guess we don't know for sure, but hopefully these will be at Media Day at the range. The Kel Tec RDB and M43, 2 new bullpups, one in 5.56 and one in 7.62, and the M43 is quite possibly the ugliest bullpup I've seen.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, everybody talks about Kel Tec being the innovator, and I agree. We need the innovators out there moving the market. But why can't people make a pretty bullpup gun?
Well, they do. It's called the Tavor, don't you think?
Yeah, but even the Tavor catches me off guard. Like sometimes when I'm in a gun store and I see it on the wall, I have to really look at it and oh wait, that's the Tavor. But
what about the FNH FS2000? You like that?
I don't know that I've seen it.
The FS2000, it's been out.
Yeah, you have.
Have I seen it? Is it California legal?
Oh, maybe not California.
You know what though? I think ugly has its place though, too, man. I like some of those guns that are just like, man, they let that designer build continue with that design. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, so the M43, I think they tried to make it look like an AK because this is the 7.62 version. So they put a wood pistol grip and a wood fore grip on it, and the rest
world's
of it,
tallest sights.
And the world's tallest sights.
Yes.
It's tallest iron sights. Yeah.
In case an eagle needs to land on them for something.
America.
That's how they should market this. The eagle perch sights.
Like this screeching eagle just come in from, the guy shooting and just perch right on top of it and just let out a whatever eagle screech. I was going to try and make the noise, but I'm going to save all of you. I won't.
So yeah, the RDB is a 5.56 well pulp from Kel Tec, and it looks like a Tavor knockoff, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd say it looks like a Tavor with a trigger guard instead of a handle guard.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you see the.
I mean, these may both be awesome guns. Hopefully, we can shoot them, especially after making fun of them on multiple shows. But yeah, I'm interested. I love that Kel Tec's coming up with stuff like this. For sure, it gives us more show topics.
No, I mean.
No, but seriously, there is a place for. I mean, this M43 with the wood. Someone's probably been waiting for it.
Yeah, and the guys in their little on the link we're looking at in the handout or whatever it is, the guys look cool carrying their rifles. I mean, they don't look like the same rifles in their hands as they do when they're just laying out. But no, I think they're cool. I mean, you're right. I'd like to shoot it.
Okay, so they call them robust folding sights. So they're not the world's tallest. They're robust.
Oh, that's true.
All right. So Edge Arms Reliant pistol. We talked about this a few months back on the on This Week in Guns, I believe. So Edge Arms is coming out with a quad barrel 22 Magnum Derringer. In the past, Hank, I don't know if you remember at the past SHOT Show and NRA shows, the Heiser Defense.
Oh yeah.
Remember how busy those booths were at those shows? The little polymer Derringers from the double tap. Is that what they call them?
I mean, I remember a lot of laughing going on. I don't know about them being real busy, but.
No, there was long lines.
No, I know. I know there were. Right.
And so a lot of people are interested in this kind of thing. So I bet there's long lines at Edge Arms as well. And I'm curious if they're going to have this at Media Day at the range.
I don't get it.
So do you pull the trigger and all 4 shots go off at once?
No, it's a rotating.
Need to if you want it to kill something.
It's a rotating firing pin, I believe.
Oh, really? Because it's cool. I like the design and the fact that there's not a moving slide on it. I think that's kind of cool and innovative. But that's weird that it's like 4. I mean, you're right. It's quad barreled, so it's weird. I mean, I'd have to get used to shooting that. Where do the rounds come from first?
Clockwise, counterclockwise, kitty corner from each other, Z shape. Where's?
It's random. You have a the side of a pistol has a shuffle option, and
you
just never know. I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know if it's a rotating firing pin or if it's 4 firing pins that the trigger will rotate through. But I believe if
it rotates the firing pin.
Is that it? Okay, I can't remember. You know, we talked about the Arsenal Arms double 1911, and that also cannot fire both at once, right? I mean, I think it does in the current configuration, but legally, I don't think guns like this are allowed to because it would be categorized as like a machine gun or something by the ATF.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So by ATF standards, I believe only one barrel can fire at a time.
You know, one of the they compare this thing saying that, and for a gun of this size, the 22 Magnum is going to be much softer shooting than a 40 Smith & Wesson. Well, yeah. And 4 shots of this will likely handle many defensive firearms situations. Well, if I'm in a defensive firearms situation, I want it to handle all of the situations. But do you guys notice that they're making a second pistol chambered in 17 HMR?
That's for the varmint, right?
Well, I think
that's like for the right. That's for the varmint to conceal and shoot back at us when we're shooting them with the 338 Lapua.
So you know, I think the Edge Arms. You know, when you're criminal looking down the barrel of this, you're either going to think, "Holy crap, what is that 4-barreled gun?" Or you're going to think, "What is that? Is that a taser?"
Or you're going to go like this with your 4 fingers, and you're going to plug all of them at once, and it's going to blow up backwards like the cartoons.
Oh,
do you guys see the trigger pull on it? 8 to 10 pounds. It's 8 to 10 pounds. Couldn't really narrow it down.
Right.
All right. So NextLevel Training is introducing the SIRT 107 training pistol. Now, this has been in the works for a little while now, and it's their M&P version of the SIRT training pistol. So the SIRT is a dry fire training pistol that, originally it was a Glock 17 size, and it took, I believe it took Glock magazines, and it has 2 lasers to practice your dry firing and a resetting trigger. And now you can get one for the M&P. So I think this is great. If you shoot competition with an M&P, if you carry an M&P, this will be great for you for training.
Does this one have a removable magazine as well? I'm sorry, did you say that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think it has 2 lasers. So.
I think it's a cool concept. I mean, I guess you probably could have saw this coming with them already having kind of their Glock version. But does this mean they'll come out with an XD version for SHOT Show 2015?
Maybe. We can hope. And so the SIRT 107 has an upgrade. It has a 4-position switch that will allow shooters to alternate among variable training modes. They say the training modes are activate the prep laser, keeping the shot indicator only mode, and allowing the shooter to turn the laser completely off, acting as a true dry fire tool. So, very interesting. Do you guys see a price point for this one?
I don't. They said it's going to be wallet friendly like all SIRT products, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be what's their Glock 17 versions like what, $250 I think.
Well, see, they have a steel slide version and a plastic slide version, and they're I think they're about $150 apart in price.
Okay.
So does this say the slide on this is plastic, or it looks plastic in the picture, but maybe not.
It does look plastic.
It looks like
It looks like it's the same
changed how-
picture as the frame there. It does look plastic.
Did I miss this in the description? Can you change out the palm swells on this?
It looks like you can on the back. The front, no way. But I don't know.
Well, the front you can't on the real
yeah,
thing.
there's no right. Okay. So yeah.
But yeah, we'll check this out for sure. So multiple impact bullets. So these are bullets that are kind of from what I understand, they're kind of pre-fragmented, but they are held together by a tether. So it's kind of what do you call it? There's like an ancient weapon like this that you throw,
booby traps.
No, that's a lot of other places in Vegas. Yeah, I know what you're. Yeah, like the ninjas use or whatever, right?
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, right now they're shotgun shells, and is it like 45 and 9?
45 is available. 9's coming soon.
So you shoot it, and your bullet separates into 3 parts, and it's tethered together. So you watch these videos, and all you see is like a triangle appear in these paper targets because they spread out. There's 3 of them, so they spread out in a triangle formation. And so the idea behind this is that in a self-defense, high-stress situation, that you can, under stress, you're going to be less accurate. So this will allow you to more likely hit your target because you're going to have this triangle of death coming at you, and or going at the bad guy. And I don't know. They shoot watermelons with it too. So if the tourist judges taught us anything, I think is that if you can take out a watermelon with it, you're good to go, right?
Well, I'm curious what the range is going to be with it, because obviously with, a 3-piece thing flying through the air, it just,
right.
I don't know. It seems like it's going to throw off your accuracy.
Well, what's this going to do to the velocity? Because bullets, some bullets fly better than others. If you've reloaded it all, you find that out, and having your projectile, come apart, but they're still tethered together, and I can't think this would be good for very much farther than 7-10 yards.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Because you're right, you wouldn't want your velocity to die, and then this guy just get hit with a netting.
Well, that's
across
what
the
you need.
face.
Yeah, you need a big net.
Anyway.
Now, I don't know. So the with the shotgun, wouldn't like buckshot do the same thing, spread out that far?
Yeah, one of the things though that they talk, I know that they were saying with the 12 gauge, is the penetration factor as well too. That you're not getting any of that through the walls because of that spiderweb effect.
But will it penetrate anything else? Have they done testing on like heavy winter clothing and stuff like that with these? I wonder.
Yeah, I saw some stuff more than just what was on the page here. I actually had an email going with this guy back and forth, and to get some of this to T&E that I think we might have coming in the pipeline.
Okay, so we shouldn't rip it too much.
It's great. Yeah, I'm really excited to use this. Just kidding. No,
Okay.
I think it could be effective for sure. I just like with anything though, I think
What type of situations?
Yeah.
I'll bring the watermelons.
Because everybody's always looking for that better, next home defense round, especially for something like, Not that women can't shoot well, but like, like for my wife who's not an avid shooter.
Give out his email for complaints.
I just said
tacticalparadise.com.
I said that women can shoot well, but for some, like for my wife who isn't always an active shooter, I'd like to, if this is more of a spray round, then it would be something more that I'd be interested in letting my wife, shoot out of our handgun when she's at home by herself versus, maybe a hollow point or something else.
Well,
I honestly don't know about the actual anything other than the 12 gauge for pure drywall penetration, home defense shotgun. I like those qualities on the 12 gauge more than the usability of the 9mm and 45.
Yeah, I mean, Hank, go if you get those. Yeah, we'll put some faux drywall walls together and see what happens. I got some drywall here in the shop.
No, we'll put some real drywall. I don't want to use
and it looks like there's two different versions out there, right? There's the Pulse, which is lethal.
Right, and the semi-lethal Stunner.
Set your shotgun to stun.
Oh, that's funny.
You should know. You should know my shotgun is set to kill.
Reminds me of a Big Bang Theory episode where they're shooting the laser at the moon.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't? And there's like, you can't blow up the moon. We set our lasers to stun. Anyway.
So the last one out of our speculative top 10 here is the Rainier Arms Ruck Mod 2 rifle. So this is a new update to their Ruck line of rifles, which are pretty awesome from all accounts I've read online. They forged A4 flat top upper. They got the key mod rails, ambidextrous charging handle, forged lower, mil spec 1-in-7 twist. So these I think they're out now. I think you can buy them now, actually. I think they released today, in fact. But they have a chrome-lined barrel. So they come in mid-length and rifle length, 16-inch and 18-inch, respectively. And they also have the bad ambidextrous safety selector. Comes standard on it. So you get a lot of high-end features standard on these Ruck rifles, especially with the Ruck Mod 2. So I'm pretty and they're only 6 pounds empty, so they're tough. They're very much have the things on it that you may upgrade to anyways later on. So I'm giving this 2 thumbs up.
I agree. I liked it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I like light rifles, and I like to see Rainier Arms. They really I think on their first Ruck they were focusing on a lightweight rifle, and I mean a 6-pound rifle, that's pretty good with a 15-inch rail.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's very impressive, and I just saw this now. It comes with a Patriot hard case as well, not just a cardboard box. So that is pretty cool.
Did you mention a price point on it? I didn't see that anywhere.
No, I don't have the price point in front of me, but they are reasonably priced. The regular Rucks are. So
I'm on their website right now, and it looks like they're right around $1,500 for the normal Ruck. So I don't see a Ruck 2 on their website, but
gotcha.
Probably around that price range.
Throw a little hyperfire trigger in it, and
well, yeah, that's something we didn't talk about. Is the new competition to the slide fire stock, the new trigger? What's it called again?
Oh, hold on, I have my
there's going to be a
bag here with me.
lot of smaller products like that. I think that we're going to see that may take the spotlight as well as SHOT Show starts up here in less than a week. So we're going to keep you posted. We have a website, firearmsinsert.tv/SHOT Show. The TACCON trigger, right?
Right, Tactical Fire Control Incorporated. And then have you guys seen right next to that Rainier Arms page? It's something that I've seen a lot of lately. I've got the Ruger LCR in 357. I love it. But now they've got the
X.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
I'm not either. I mean, okay, so the only thing is you've got the external hammer that allows it to be fired single action mode. Isn't that just about every other? I don't know. I mean, some people prefer that setup on a little revolver like that. So, and I've heard, many people think that has one of the nicer, stock triggers. I love it.
Smaller. Yeah, it is a great trigger.
I won't argue with that. I think the LCR is just fantastic the way that it is, for any type of concealed environment and not having that external or, exposed hammer.
Right.
But.
So yeah, firearmsinsider.tv. There's a SHOT Show tab on that website. You can click it, and that's where we will post SHOT Show coverage. Planning on shooting a lot of videos, doing some blog posts, taking a lot of pictures. We're going to have 4 film crews on the floor and at range day, so should be good.
Lots of shooting at SHOT Show.
Yes.
We can hope. Shoot free ammo at range day. What's bad about that?
Well, yes. I just was making a pun on shooting video and photos and
guns. I was ignoring it and
yes,
trying to produce a quality program here, but thank you.
Well, you shouldn't have invited me on the show then.
All right. Well, LA Police Gear makes this show possible. LAPolicegear.com. Hank, did you ever get a chance to look at my tactical bailout bag? So that's my regular range bag. I talked about it a little bit last week.
Probably.
It's OD green.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now that's only $19.99 at LA Police Gear. Can you believe that? $19.99, and you can pick black, OD green, or desert tan.
I'll tell you. They were gracious enough to set us up with some of their 3-day bags, and I'll tell you.
That's my go bag, actually, that 3-day bag.
Holy cow, $30 for those right now. The quality on those just honestly blows me away. And I'm not saying this because LA Police Gear is a sponsor of ours now. We were all, like you said, it's your go bag, you've got your range bag. We've all been fans of their stuff, whether it's clothing and bags and all that, prior to having them on the show. And this
that's right.
Doesn't disappoint.
You've worn their clothing, right?
Yeah. I've got a lot of their operator pants and stuff, and seriously, never had an issue with anything. The quality is second to none, and at very affordable prices compared to, a lot of the other good quality stuff that's out there that just commands a higher price tag.
They carry all that too. They carry the
big
high end
supplier.
Yeah, I would.
Vertex 511.
Yeah. Maxpedition.
Yeah.
Anything you want. And, also their own brand, which I love. So it gives you, lots of options. And we have an exclusive Gun Guy discount code for 10% off your next order. Gun Guy, one word. Punch that into the discount code box at checkout. They'll get you 10% off your order. And hurry, because the discount code ends January 31st. And
2014 for anybody that listens to this in the back catalog.
That's right. That's right. Did you see the bailout bag has 288 reviews and they have a 5-star out of 5-star average?
It doesn't surprise me. And that's one of the things I really like too is their website. I think I was telling you about it before. You've got a great place to do reviews from verified buyers, and then I thought their Q&A. I don't have the site up right now, but their Q&A section, from people that before buying, and there's obviously lots of times questions that zooming in on the picture doesn't always give you the answer you're looking for, and you can scroll through that and see questions that you already answered from either somebody that's bought it and reviewed it or straight from like their customer service department and all that too. So yeah,
I love those features, and the other thing I love is that they're always having awesome closeout and clearance deals on name brand stuff. I mean, you can get right now I'm looking at some Black Hawk clothing that normally $49.99 and it's closed out for $17.99. So
I forgot I bought some. I can't remember the brand right now. The boots and stuff.
Danner,
but less. No, I can't. They might actually be 511 boots.
Well, it could be, yeah.
Yeah, but they were like $200 boots that I picked up on clearance for $29.
Wait. You can get Black Hawk engineered fit boxer briefs. So I've never had engineered briefs before, but now I want them.
There you go.
So lapolicegear.com, and don't forget the Gun Guy discount code for 10% off. And so the Brownells giveaway, we're giving away 5 Brownells BVL 280 flashlights here at the end of January. Entries are due by the 22nd. So you enter to win the Brownells giveaway by just signing up for our email list. So go to gunguyradio.com/winner. If you've already signed up, don't worry, you're in the running already, so you're good to go. And we're giving away 5 lights to 5 different people. We're drawing the names on January 26th. Excuse me. So check it out. And so that about wraps things up. Hank, any final thoughts on SHOT Show Buzz?
No, that's all it is right now, is just buzz. But
right.
A few more days we will be out in stifling hot compared to Chicago, Las Vegas, and really looking forward to it.
Well, last year it was so cold. It was like in the 30s, and it had a pretty good wind chill going on.
Yeah, it was below freezing when I was at the 3-Gun Nationals, so hopefully it's a little bit. I know still the lows are supposed to be in the 40s and stuff, but we're coming from Chicago. If we get there and the lows,
we were
30 degrees.
This last week we were negative 55, and we're going to positive 65 during the day. That's a win.
110 degree difference.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited that we're going to be able to bring a lot of cool stuff to you guys watching and listening. That's my goal, is to provide you guys with as much value as possible. So we're, we're going to hit the ground running Sunday afternoon, and until we leave Friday afternoon, we're nonstop, gathering as much content as possible. We're going to do our best to put up content as quickly as possible. I see our biggest issue is being internet bandwidth and actually being able to upload the videos, because we're shooting in HD, high quality.
And just a raw amount of people trying to do it at the same time.
Right.
It's ran into that last year, and NRA show in Houston this year was even worse.
Yeah, I could hardly get anything up at NRA show in Houston. That sounded wrong. So I'm going to do my best to, upload all we can. But worst case scenario, as soon as we get back, everything will go up. But we've got a ground control team, Devin, Ryan Cross. Let's see here. I think Anthony, the senior producer at the Firearms Radio Network. Who else? I think I'm probably forgetting someone, but we've got a great team of people as our mission control, ground control crew that can't go to SHOT Show, but they're, some are even taking off work. Oh, Ryan Machad from the Handgun Radio.
Yeah, that's right.
Some of these guys are even taking off work just so they can help post stuff because we're so busy at the show. We're going to be running around like chickens with our heads cut off and trying to get content up to them, and then they're going to, finish the posting of the content. So it's going to be a learning experience, that's for sure. We've never done anything this big before, but I'm excited.
Yep, me too.
So that about wraps it up. Don't forget to check out Duluth Trading Company, gunguyradio.com/Duluth. And, I don't know that I could have got past this last week without my Duluth wear. My Duluth lined pants and jacket, the Iron Range winter coat. I think it saved me from freezing to death, honestly.
I'm sure you're out there every day in the elements.
Yeah, my job takes me outside for hours on end every day, so I was outside in negative 55. And the men's fire hose Iron Range winter coat, that's my winter coat this year. I love it. It's really has a lot of cool features to it. It's got a thick fleece lining. And then it's got the bi-swing freedom of movement, cut sleeves on it, where the back of the shoulder, I'm probably not describing this very well, but behind your shoulder it's got some extra material there so that, a lot of winter coats, they're so big and bulky they're hard to move around in. Well, this has extra material built into it, kind of like this is a free swinging flannel. It's got the extra gusset here in the armpit,
right.
So it's kind of like that.
I remember you saying like it's nice because when you reach forward, your sleeves don't come up your arm because you've got that,
right.
Like a lot of coats, you're reaching and there you go, your sleeves crawling up your arm and stuff, and you don't get that effect.
Exactly. Yeah. It's got really good pockets. I love the pockets on this. It's almost has like dump pouch style front pockets where you can put full size winter gloves in them, and just really cool. And the fire hose material, it repels water and stains. So if you're like a messy eater or coffee drinker like I am, it's right there, it's worth owning. So coffee rolls right off of it. But yeah, Duluth Trading Company, check them out, gunguyradio.com/Duluth. And also Ryan Cross, Hunter Design. He's designed many of the awesome graphics for the Firearms Radio Network. hunterofdesign.com if you need any artwork or graphics design. And don't forget to check out our Brownells affiliate link. Use that by shopping Brownells. Follow the link by using any of the Brownells images on gunguyradio.com or go to gunguyradio.com/satisfaction. That about wraps it up. You can send feedback to Jake at gunguyradio.com. Don't forget to leave us an iTunes review. Let us know what you think about the show. gunguyradio.com/iTunes. Join the NRA and the Second Amendment Foundation. And also check out our new Windows Phone app. I completely forgot to mention this earlier. We have Brad, our Chief Technology Officer here at the Firearms Radio Network, has developed a Windows Phone app. And Hank, I don't know if I told you, he made this app for himself because he has a Windows phone.
Yeah, I figured that kind of was a driving force because when I joked in the email about this Android and Windows things that he refers to and have no idea about, I saw his tagline saying "sent from my Windows phone." I'm like, oh, okay.
So yeah, he created this Windows Phone app because it was the best way to listen to our shows on the Windows platform. And I just heard last week that the Windows platform, the Windows Phone platform, is now the third largest platform. It used to be Apple, Android, and then BlackBerry. And now it's Apple, Android, and Windows Phone. So, 99 cents at the Windows Phone store, Firearms Radio Network app. And you can even watch the videos. It has a link to this YouTube channel. If you're watching live right now, you can even watch videos through it. So it's a pretty cool app. You can get to it by going to firearmsradio.tv/Windows. Firearmsradio.tv/Windows. And don't forget to also check out the Firearms Radio Network master feed, where you can subscribe to all the shows at once through iTunes by going to firearmsradio.tv/iTunes. And check out the God and Guns podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network, godandgunspodcast.com. Well, Hank, we'll be doing Gun Guy Radio next week live from Vegas. At least we're going to do our best to do a Google Hangout next. When do I have that scheduled? Next Thursday night, I believe.
Thursday night, yeah. Yep.
No.
Oh.
We're doing it after the Three Gun Nation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that's Wednesday night.
So Wednesday night, after we get back from the Three Gun Nation shoot, we're going to do a Gun Guy Radio episode and talk about all of that. I believe Randy Rogers is actually shooting in the ladies' shoot-off. So we'll be there. Can't wait. All right. Well, that's a wrap. We'll see you next week from Vegas. Say bye, Hank.
Bye, Hank.
The bandwidth for this edition of Gun Guy Radio is supplied by LA Police Gear, lapolicegear.com. Ballroom jeans, fire hose work pants, and long tail tees are three favorites among the men of Gun Guy Radio. Duluth Trading Company has perfected the art of clothing the manly man. If you want manly comfort that's trusted by these gun guys, go to gunguyradio.com/Duluth and check out the other manly essentials Duluth Trading Company offers gun guys like us. This has been a production of the Firearms Radio Network. You can find more information at firearmsradio.tv.